What's good, YouTube? We are back with another video. This is Ultra. You already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's just jump right into it. So today's video is going to be 10 fragrances that I either sold or gave away. And I'm gonna tell you why I gave those fragrances away and some alternatives to those fragrances. So in no particular order, with the exception of number one. Number one is gonna be number one, but all these other fragrances, this is not really a top 10 list. I'm just gonna go over 10 fragrances that I just think that are not worth your money and you should save it and go from there. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I got on this list is Versace Eros. Yes. I might get a little bit of heat for that one, but to me, Versace Eros is very sweet, very glowing, very loud. It doesn't smell bad, but it's good for somebody that's like 18, 21, but anybody over the age of, I'll say 30, no go. I'm not saying that you gotta have an old man fragrance at that age, which I will get to an old man fragrance, which I was able to successfully sell. But if you're a grown-ass man, Versace Eros should not be in your collection, in my opinion, all right? And there's a lot better alternatives to that. Honestly, the only alternative I can think of off the top of my head that might be better is any of the 1 million flankers, whether it be the Parfum, the EDT, any 1 million. That's supposed to be a clubbing fragrance as well, but I think if you want to compare the two, I think 1 million you can get away with, especially in the winter time, fall. It's just a better fragrance when it comes to that super sweet cologne. Hell, I even put Leighton, if you want something really sweet, over Versace Eros, and I think Leighton is very overrated. However, it's much better than Versace Eros. Okay, guys, it costs a little bit more, but it's better. Trust me on that. Or I got one more alternative for you guys, which is a Leighton clone, Dior Noir. The letters, of course, will come out there. Dior Noir by Hermes is another good alternative besides Versace Eros. All right, so enough of me crapping on Versace Eros. Coming in at like I said, no particular order. Let's talk about Terry Hermes. Terry Hermes EDT. It's a very vetiver, dirty orange. Got this old school type smell to it. To me, this is better for an older gentleman. And when I say older gentleman, maybe somebody in their 50s and 60s. It doesn't smell bad, but it gives me, it's like a more, best way I can say this, it's like a more enhanced curve. Oh man, I can see those fingers typing now. This guy talking about that Terry Hermes EDT is a more advanced curve. No, I think a good alternative for Terry Hermes EDT would be probably, if you want something that has that dirty orange vetiver type style to it, I would probably go with maybe a Tom Ford vetiver. To me, these kind of fragrances are not really my style. Actually, no, I got a better one than that. If you want like a Terry Hermes alternative, it's not a clone, guys, it's an alternative. I would say go with Chanel Platinum Eagle East. You will thank me later. It has a grown man smell to it. It is an awesome fragrance. I need to buy me a bottle so I can have for the winter time. But Chanel, that's probably the best Chanel that I've smelled. You guys know how I feel about Bleu de Chanel and how I feel like that is overrated. But a good alternative to Terry Hermes EDT would be probably, I would probably go with Platinum Eagle East. All right. So coming in at I'm gonna lump these two together. So you got Perry Ellis 360 Red. And this is supposed to be a clone of Aqua di Joe, the original. Guys, the only alternative I could think for this is just get the original, get what it's cloning or what it's trying to be like. Aqua di Joe. To me, this fragrance is trash. Garbo. And then I'm also gonna lump in Ellis 360 Black as well. To me, it's just loud, obnoxious. It's almost like it's trying to be almost like a Dior Savage in a sense. That's what it kind of reminds me of. You can find both of these fragrances at any Ross, 360 Red or 360 Black from Ellis. But to me, a good alternative to 360, the original, is probably pretty much any of the Dior Savages. You can pick them. I know Dior Savage gets a lot of hate, but sometimes, you know, I like cheap fragrances sometimes. Like, I like alternatives, or I like saving money, but sometimes you just gotta go with the real thing, baby. Sometimes you just gotta go with the real thing, all right? All right, so Ellis Red, go with just the original Aqua di Joe. You can find it at any discounter, Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, they always have them. Or you can go to a Sephora or someone like that and get the Ellis Red. Get the Ellis Red, not Ellis Red, get Aqua di Joe, the original. It might cost a little pretty penny, but it's worth it. And then also for Ellis 360 Black, go with Dior Savage. It's a better fragrance. So coming in next, Albuquerque and Fitch First Instinct. To me, all these fragrances belong in the trash bin. I gave this away as well. Haven't heard anything about it. It has like this apple type effect to it. It's supposed to smell like the mall in the 90s. What's a good alternative to Albuquerque and Fitch First Instinct? Let me look at my collection here. Albuquerque and Fitch. Honestly, I can't really think of a good alternative. Just don't buy it. How about that? It's whack. It has like this green apple effect, but it's weak. It's just not a good fragrance. I don't see why people hype or used to hype this one up as a good cheapie. Okay. Oh man, coming in next. This is gonna cause a lot of steam, but I said this in my most overrated video and I still stand by it, and I was actually able to successfully sell this one as well. I didn't give this one where I was actually able to sell it. And that is Aqua di Joe. Speaking of Aqua di Joe, Aqua di Joe Profumo, okay? Yes, I did say it. That fragrance, nah man, like I think it smelled better on test strip than on my skin. It smells like they're like an old man in a sense, but it also has like this animalic, like woody, oody type smell to it. Nah, Let me see. A good alternative to Aqua di Joe Profumo is actually the new one, the Parfum, because the Parfum, I was able to smell that at the store. I wouldn't go out and necessarily pick it up, but if you like this kind of DNA, I would say go with the Parfum. The Parfum has all the same ingredients, except for it doesn't have that incense smell, which to me, I don't know why people like that smell in their fragrances, but to each its own. Nope, get that out of here as well. Aqua di Joe Profumo. Go with the Parfum, or if you like that kind of DNA, actually just go with the Parfum. That's the best one. That's the best thing I can tell you. Other than that, I mean, if you have it in your collection and you're trying to make some extra money, you might be able to get, you might be able to sell it for like a nice penny because it is discontinued now. So that being said, let's see, let's go, bring it on. Oud Touch, I have it in a box. I don't think nobody's gonna buy it. I'm not gonna take it out the box no time soon. But Oud Touch is a cheap oud fragrance. I used to not like oud, but I'm coming around to certain fragrances. To me, a good alternative, if you got the cash, would be Royal Oud, which I will be adding to this glorious collection. Probably maybe the second or third best Creed fragrance besides Silver Mountain Water. Yes, Royal Oud is the only oud fragrance that you need. And it says Royal Oud, but it's not stinky. You can barely smell the oud. It is very gentlemanly, it's very sophisticated. If you wear that, man, telling you, go with Royal Oud if you got the penny. I'm trying to think, is there any other cheaper alternative that I can think of? Honestly, you know, if you want a cheap alternative, it's not one-to-one, but you can go with Lattafa Assad, which is like a Dior Savage Elixir clone. If you want that same kind of smooth, grown man type feel to it, go with Lattafa Assad, go with Dior Savage Elixir, or go with Royal Oud. That's a good alternative to Oud Touch. But it's a cheap oud fragrance that is just trash. It smells like old mothballs, and I'm not able to give this one away, and I'm not even actually able to sell it. I don't think nobody wants that shit. All right, coming in next, YSL Blue Electric, another discontinued fragrance. This to me, I fell for the hype. I was actually able to pick this up at a good price though when it did come out from Macy's. And I would say that it's not a bad fragrance, but to me, it is just the same damn thing as YSL Out of the Alone. They try to make this stronger. They try to make the Blue Electric stronger than the YSL Out of the Alone. But nah, man, that shit ain't stronger. It's like the same kind of strength. I love my Out of the Alone. I come around to it. Blue Electric, if you find this out in the wild, I say get it, but it's the same thing. It's the same damn thing. And they both perform the same. There's really no difference in the fragrance at all. They just made this a different color. Ripping y'all asses off. But you can probably be able to sell that too if you have it in your collection. Another one, which I don't have with me no more, but I was able to give away, which was Antonio Banderas Blue Seduction. I think it was Antonio Banderas or Blue Seduction. I put a picture of it somewhere. All it is just it's blue juice. It's weak. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't project. It's just very weak. Shout out to my girl Curly Sense. She likes it. You know what I'm saying? Well, she ain't really my girl. She ain't really my homegirl, nothing like that. But shout out to her. She the one that had suggested the fragrance. You know, I ain't feeling it. I love your channel, but I'm not feeling that one. I gave it away, and the person I gave it away to, he enjoys it a lot. He says that his lady likes it, so I guess that's what matters. And then an honorable mention before I get to the real. Oh, actually, let me give you an alternative to Blue Seduction. There's plenty of alternatives. You got this one right here, La Roche La Home. This is a great blue fragrance. It's cheap and it lasts a long time. You can also go with Versace Dylan Blue, which is another great blue fragrance. If you want that kind of DNA, this is like a shower gel DNA. And if you got your pennies and you can rub them together, you can go with Parfum Stimrali Percival. All three of those fragrances, but I mean, I'm comparing Blue Seduction, which is probably about 18 bucks, to these fragrances. Now, Roche's, this one right here, you can probably pick this up for $25 to $30 on Fragrance Net. You know, Percival is super expensive. You might be able to find that somewhere on a discounter, but it's still high as hell. And then, what you call it, Dylan Blue, you can get a good price for that, maybe 50 to 60 bucks. But all three of those are a lot better than Blue Seduction. But coming in at number one, guys, I don't know why people love this shit so much, but I gave it away, and it is Mont Blanc Explorer. It is supposed to be a Creed Aventus clone, and it's not even close, guys. If you want something that is a Creed Aventus clone, you already know what I'm gonna say. Club the New Intense, man. Come on. I mean, that should have been an easy peasy right there, baby. Yeah. Mont Blanc Explorer is whack. It smells like bug spray. Does not smell nothing to me like a Creed Aventus. I don't see, watch it. What you guys see, maybe my nose is broke, maybe something wrong with me. But man, that shit whack though. Don't get that shit, all right? And honorable mention, Insurrection Wow. Yes, let's talk about Insurrection Wow. Nice box. So this is supposed to be a Mugler. This is supposed to be a clone of a Mugler fragrance. Most of the Mugler, what you call it, the Mugler Star line or whatever, those are all discontinued. This is a chocolatey, like gourmand type smell, but if you want a good alternative to that, you can get Lost Cherry, or you can get, let me see. I'm trying to load my brain here. I'll put a picture of the fragrance that I'm thinking about, probably above my head somewhere, because I'm trying to think of what it is right now. But anyway, that concludes today's video. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe to my channel. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, as I said in the beginning of the video. And if you disagree with me, please let me know down below. If you disagree with my alternatives, let me know as well. If you have any better alternatives, maybe you can put me on to something that I can get instead. But anyway, this concludes the video. This is Ultra Donis, and I'm signing out.